Now let's talk about abundance. Abundance is the word that everybody uses. Abundance is more than money, but abundance includes money. What is abundance and how can you invite more abundance into your life? Let's get straight into it. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Healing into Femininity. My name is Joanna Fatonji, and I'm a certified life mastery consultant. And today we are diving into the second phase of the Dream Builder system, which is a proven, repeatable, reliable system of transformation. And we spoke about fear before. We're now in a phase where we are grounding into who we truly are. And that's why we're talking about abundance. Abundance is the true paradigm shift when you are coming out of a mindset of, I am not enough, I don't have enough, I am not enough, I am afraid to show who I am because I am imprisoned by those false identities, and you're slowly stepping into abundance. And what abundance also is resourcefulness. That's how I would like to reframe this word, resourcefulness, and also plenty, and having more than enough, being more than enough, and especially having creativity. Ultimately, it's about creativity, because what is creativity? In the most practical way, creativity is doing something out of nothing, whether it is about your cooking, right? Your household, or just making something work without having everything that you think you need in order to get started. Also, just to have a real life example, a lot of women want to promote their brand or promote themselves or their businesses on social media and beyond, right? But many are stuck at the step of, I don't have the right camera, I don't have the right lighting, I am not equipped, or whatever. And this is the difference. Once you realize that you have more than enough, you are going to work with what you have. There's one saying, do what you can from where you are with what you have. That is stepping into your new identity of abundance, having more than enough, being tapped in. Another analogy I like to use just to paint a picture, right, is to be tapped into source. And what is source? Source is the source of abundance, of plenty, of everything. Meaning, if you center yourself, whether it's meditation, prayer, or whatever it is for you, you realize that you have more than enough. All of your education, all of the resources that you have right now, and you will start from where you are with what you have. I know I'm starting to be redundant, but that's what it is, right? It's so simple that people are caught by the glamorization of these words. What is abundance? Abundance means that you are more than enough. You are more than equipped to carry out this mission. You are equipped with your experiences, with your God-given talents, with your contacts, with your expertise, and also with your physical resources, right? Whatever it is that you are planning to do, you have more than enough. And the next part, and that is the real part of abundance, is having enough. Do, have, right? Being enough, having done enough, especially to all my coaches and my service providers and my spiritualists and my businesswomen. Really, you have more than enough knowledge, more than enough expertise, more than enough qualification in order to start doing what you want to do. Sure, there is more to learn. And especially what I teach and what I help you with is to systematize, right? In an elegant way so you can be more effective, right? You can be more effective creating an impact with what it is that you want to do without losing yourself in figuring everything out, right? In trial and error, doing it on your own. The number one thing that you need to let go of is continuing to be a lone ranger on this journey, right? Okay, so with that being said, you are more than enough. You are more than enough. You have more than enough. And now it's time to actually believe that. And what if you actually believe it? What would you do? You would start giving from your overflow. We have all heard these very cliche words and sayings, but that's exactly what it is. If you feel like you're tapped into abundance and you have a plentitude of creativity, you're going to start giving. You're going to start promoting yourself. You're going to start contacting people. You're going to start a YouTube channel. You're going to start making YouTube videos or Instagram videos or whatever platform you choose. You will start giving. And giving is activating, is abundance in action, right? If you think and truly believe you have more than enough to give, you will start giving. You will start doing. You will start creating. You will start reaching out and giving of your ideas, of your physical help, of your expertise, of your creativity, of your service, of your knowledge, of your expertise, and of your resources, very important, and of your money. When you start giving, this is what activates receiving. You give, not in a random way, very important, not in a random way, but in a systematic way, in a strategic way, yeah, in a way of watering your garden, right? If you are the fountain, because that's literally what it is. If you are the fountain, if you are the well, right? The water comes through you because you're tapped into source, you're tapped into abundance. You are the fountain, and you start watering what you want to see grow, right? You are not giving things away like randomly, but you're actually giving the things that you have more than enough of. You start giving it away and you start watering what you want to see grow. Okay, so that's it. Right? You learn to activate the law of receiving through giving. You first need to bring fire to the wood before the wood and the fire can warm you, right? You first give to your community before you can receive something back. And it doesn't take long. Let me give you a real life example now. Many women, especially like service providers, coaches, mentors, women who have something to give, they think they have to give and give and give to their audience without ever asking for the sale. And I'm going to give it to you right now. Just this is how it goes. Learn from a pro now. I'm giving you this 10 steps of Dream Builder, the system. It's a proven, repeatable, reliable system of transformation. It works. It has worked for over hundreds of thousands of people. Get to their next level, become millionaires, find the man of their dream, claim their health, right? Abundance is all areas of life, is everything. It's not just one. And the thing is, I am giving it to you now. And I am asking you, if you really want to create your dream, take steps in the direction of your dream, bridge the gap between lack and abundance over and over again, because it takes training. It takes a few more skills than just watching YouTube videos, even though I am giving you a lot of value. And you will learn to live from that abundance within yourself. If you want that, if you want to create a elegant system for yourself. I am inviting you to invest in yourself, to invest with me, to take your money and invest it into a container where you will learn the step-by-step formula of how you can also translate your gifts into a business that pays you. Yeah. So if you're ready to take the step, if you're ready to invest in yourself to become the authority in the field that you claim, write down below Dream Builder, and I will get back to you and see if we're a good fit. And we will see that in a strategy session. Okay. So that's exactly how you do it too, right? You give value because what I'm giving to you already is value. You can apply it right now. You can apply it right now. And at the same time, I know that if you really want the help, the containment to learn from somebody who has done it again and again for herself, you will have to invest, right? I'm asking you to give something back to me. I'm giving you something and I'm asking you to give something back to me. And this is exactly the loop that many women, especially, that's why my brand is called Healing into Femininity, because many women that I speak to, you are a badass. You're educated, you are beautiful, you are a self-starter, and you have become so hyper independent, not trusting anybody, thinking you have to do everything on your own. This is the number one thing that you need to let go of when you want to step into a life of more abundance. It's actually about saying, I want help, not because you need it, because you can do things on your own, but doing things on your own will never get you the abundance and the ease and the effortlessness that you actually truly want to experience, right? That is the number one thing for my ideal client. You are a badass, right? You are a badass and we know it. But the real flex for a truly empowered woman is to receive help and to pay for help, right? It's paying for a coach, paying for a mentor, paying for an assistant, paying for a private chef, paying for a personal coach, right? For a trainer, for a fitness trainer. Right? That is what a truly abundant woman does. She focuses on her expertise and she allows herself to be helped. That's the secret right there. I have allowed myself to be helped. I have invested multiple six figures into my spiritual training and into my business training and development. I have invested money into my nutrition training. I have invested money into a personal fitness coach, and I've invested money in every area, having a personal assistant, a virtual assistant, whatever, somebody who helps me setting up my business structures and the platforms. I've invested in all of that. That is part of being abundant, giving, right? Just as people speak about investing in your appearance, right? Everybody now is speaking about investing in your appearance, invest in your body, invest in your health. Absolutely. Invest in the money, right? Invest in the money, invest in the food, right? Invest money into the food that you're eating, high quality food, invest into the drinks, invest into the places you go to, invest into the gyms you access, invest into clothing, right? Investing into beauty products and all of that, right? But the thing is really like, I know that it's about the whole field, right? If you are a woman who only invests into her beauty, it's not it's not all of it, right? It's about investing into your spiritual knowledge. It's about investing into your food, right? Into your food, into your health, into your well-being. It's about investing into knowledge on how to become a better partner, right? Whether it's in friendship, in family, or romantic relationships, right? It's about learning how to communicate, learning human nature, learning what is important in a relationship, right? Same thing with your career. If you have a certain your field of expertise, learning how to market that, how to talk about it, how to facilitate the sales, right? How to bring it to people, the psychology of it and the systems of it. And the same thing with money. Before you can, again, reap the warmth of the fire, as I just said, right? Before you want to get warm, you have to bring the fire to the wood, right? So before you want to reap the benefits of passive income or living from dividends, yeah, from your investment portfolio, you first want to invest into learning the basics of investment, right? Into stocks, into ETFs, into crypto, into maybe real estate, like really get an overview of what are the assets that you want to build. Yeah. So you first invest and then you learn and then you apply and apply and apply and apply and apply, and then you reap the benefits, right? So that is abundance. Abundance first is all area of life. You are tapped into the source of abundance, which is whatever you want to call it: God, spirit, the universe, your higher self. The nature of this universe, nature is abundant. From abundant, he scooped abundant, and more abundance remains. There is no, also with energy, there is no lack of energy. There's only a block of flow. That's it. There's only a block of flow. It's just like breathing in, breathing out. There is no lack of air. There is no lack of oxygen. You breathe it in, the CO2 goes back to the trees, the photosynthesis happens, and then it becomes oxygen again. The oxygen, you breathe it in, you transform it into CO2, and then it goes back into the system, right? And the trees catch it and they do the photosynthesis again to transform it into oxygen. And that's the same. See yourself. Being on purpose is letting somebody come to you, transform them, and then let them free. That's exactly what I do in my business. I help women with the desire to be rich with their gifts, with something they love, with their expertise. Come to me, come through my system of transformation. It's like a transformational architecture. It's like a infrastructure. No, I want to say it's like a factory, right? You come into my factory, we transform you, and you go out. There's definitely the next level to refine yourself even more. I have another program and then another program, and I believe everything is important in order for you to hold the highest level of wealth and abundance for you, because there are levels to this and there are different levels of knowledge, even more refined, so you can become the most refined version of yourself. But you get the point, right? So you first give to receive, but sometimes it is giving and asking to receive. Hey, can you help me? Hey, I need your help, right? That is it. That is magic. And if you ask somebody to help you, people will. And some people will help you and you still pay them, right? This is also something, a kink in the hose that we need to unwind is somebody will help you, especially a service provider. They have focused their whole expertise on helping you, but it doesn't mean that they will do it for free. But it still means that they love what they do, that they love what they do, that they love what it is that they can provide, and it still means that they're good at it. And you would want to give them their energetic equivalent, meaning paying the price. So that's it. Switching. There is a solution to everything. There is a solution to everything. If you have a dream, there is a solution for you to do it, to get it. There is a solution. You will just have to open yourself to it and be like, okay, I'm going to work from here, from where I am, with what I have to get my result, right? And there are levels to this. So if you're at the very beginning, you probably will do everything on your own. And that's okay. You become resourceful. You learn the presentation, you learn the marketing, you learn the sales, and you do it. And the more resourceful you become, the richer you are. That is also a threshold for many women just like me. You know the whole process of the business. So at one point you become too big for the workforce. So you have to work for yourself because you know the ins and outs, you know the whole system. And this is what makes you invaluable. And this is where you know I'm ready for the free market. I'm ready to be self-employed. I'm ready to build systems so I can help other women do the same, right? Transfer the skills of awareness, of regulation, right? Of speaking, of marketing, and of sales. That is the system, right? Lead generation, sales, marketing, right? And delivering the service. So that is becoming abundant, becoming resourceful, becoming skilled, becoming knowledgeable, right? At the beginning, you do everything on your own. And then when you're ready, and if you want, you can get people on board that help you to do the things that you don't really like to do, right? Maybe it is the finances, it's the bookkeeping, right? Maybe it is some other part of the business that you don't really like. But at the beginning, you start on your own, and then you focus into your zone of genius. You focus into your zone of genius where you do what you do best, that gets you like marketplace value, and that people are looking for to pay you, right? You solve bigger problems. You solve bigger problems with your expertise. You focus on that, and then you pay other people to do things for you that you are not so good at or that you don't really like to do. That is the system. That is the system of practical abundance. I hope I broke it down for you, because I am like very, very keen on breaking things down practically. I'm a spiritual life and business coach. I know spiritual principle down to the T. I know it. I've been in my own, how do you call it, temple school. Like my coaching institute is a high level spiritual abundance training center. And at the same time, they have taught me, and that's also the nature of who I am, and that is ultimate mastery, to break it down to the practical, not just to whisk away in the spiritual realm or in the theory, but to actually bring it down. Okay, so abundance means resourcefulness, plenty. It means that you are capable, you're skilled in many different aspects of life, and you want to give of your resources. You want to give of your abundance. You want to give of your fire, right? So it can warm you back. You want to give to your clients so they can give back to you. It's very natural. I give to you, you give to me. If you want to learn how to create a system, a proven, repeatable, reliable system of transformation that will help you make millions with your personal expertise, with your embodied authority, because you have solved the problem for yourself and have acquired certain results for you, come over. into my temple space. Come over into the Dream Builder system, where you will learn to design your dream, to take steps towards your dream, build the system, right? Learn new skills, from the thinking to the feeling to the productivity hacks, right? To systematize yourself, and also the system of the business. And then also to live from the source of your own abundance, to embody it, right? Because once you have clarity, once you have a system, once you know what you're continuously feeding, and it stacks, it's a compounding effect. It's not random, but you know what you're doing, then you will start to flow. It's elegant, it's easy, right? Once you understand the system behind it. So that's it for now. I think I've talked about everything. And again, you got to take the action. And a woman who is ready to really live an abundant life is a woman who's ready to be helped and to be coached and to be guided, to follow instructions, and to just set up the system and to let herself be in her own expertise, in her own zone of genius. Okay, so that's it for now. See you in the next one. Bye.